how to get out of tough emotions, and how to actually heal on the inside so that you're not doomed to repeat the past. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the Moxie Channel, where we turn dreams to realities. My name's Dylan, and I help to raise the vibration of the planet. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about how to get out of tough emotions using the reality shifting technique. And not only get out, but how to actually go through them and heal so that you're not doomed to repeat the past over and over and over again. So, this comes with the understanding that we're not getting out of the emotions, but rather we're going through them, experiencing them in their entirety so that the energy doesn't get trapped inside of us. See, picture a long tunnel. There's always a light at the end, right? Trying to get out of your emotions is like trying to claw at the side of the tunnel halfway through. You ain't gonna find nothing but darkness and dirt. And you see, this is what most people try to do. This is what society teaches us, that we need to stuff and suppress and get out. But when in reality, what you want to do is you want to go through that tunnel, experiencing the darkness in its entirety throughout the whole ride. And then when you get to the end, the light illuminates your whole body and being. And it shines light in all the darkest areas. And it's permanent. It's lasting. The problem with getting out of your emotions is that it suppresses them. See, this type of a dysfunction leads to addictions, alcoholism, overeating, lust, bad relationships, codependence, materialism, and it just entrenches us in the matrix. Relying on external things to fill the only hole that inside of us can only be filled with God, that God-shaped hole. So now that we have a little bit of background on what's going on here, what can you actually do about it? Well, I have this reality shifting technique that I'm going to tell you about. And what it entails is allowing yourself to feel the emotions, the lower emotions, in their entirety, whilst at the same time setting intentions for the emotions that you want to feel, right? And it's not like you're actually feeling both emotions at the same time, but rather you are feeling these lower emotions in their entirety, and then you ride the wave and you bounce up to the emotions that you want to feel, and you kind of ride this wave. See, the key to this is actually labeling the emotions, right? So you have depression and fear down here, and you want to feel acceptance and peace. And so what you're going to do is ride this quantum wave, basically, while you're setting intentions. See, setting intentions is like the same thing as setting a goal. It gives your sailboat some direction, and it sets your sail to the point which you want to sail. And see, if we don't set intentions, then this is how we can stay perpetuating those lower vibrational emotions, right? So what you want to do is label the emotions that you're feeling, say depression and anxiety. And what you want to feel is acceptance and peace. What you're going to do is ride these quantum waves by setting your intentions. You're going to allow yourself to feel the lower emotions, and then you're going to come up a little bit by your intention. And gradually, you're just going to keep coming up higher and higher until you're riding this plateau of where you intend to be. And what that's going to do is allow you to have that ebb and flow process so that you are actually healing. You are allowing yourself to feel those waves. You are allowing yourself to feel those emotions, but you have a sense of direction for where it is that you want to go. What you want to do is recognize also that these emotions are not you, but rather this is just a vibrational reality happening within you. Also, with the understanding that reality is nothing more than the meaning you give it, right? Reality is nothing more than the meaning you give it. And if you don't understand that, let's take the example of two identical twins who are living at home in the same house. And these two twins, they have the exact same external circumstances going on. They both experience a breakup at the same time. One twin, he becomes very depressed, lethargic, and he just suffers a lot. And the other one gets through it very quickly. Now, what's the difference between these two twins? Well, the difference is simple. It's their perspective. It's their reality. It's the story they're telling themselves. Even though their genetic code is exactly the same, the thoughts that they're thinking and the way that they're perceiving their reality can be completely different. One story is that this girl was everything to me. I'm nothing without her. Things will never be the same. The other twin story is that this girl was everything to me. I loved her so much and I thought she was the one. But obviously there's somebody better for me out there that is a better vibrational match for me, and I a better vibrational match for them. And I know I will find them. I'm going to heal and continue my process. So thoughts are the ancestors of emotions. And emotions can oftentimes dictate our actions. So then what this means basically is that if we want to change our lives, we need to change our thoughts. And once you become empowered of this, you realize that you have the choice of thinking the way that you want to think. When we begin to claim new meanings for the things that are happening in our life is the second we allow ourselves the opportunity to open the door to change and to climb up that emotional ladder, that vibrational scale. And the more that we actually allow ourselves to lean into the darkness is the more that we actually allow ourselves to have that human experience, allow that darkness to play out, and then release it for good so that it no longer has to perpetuate in our lives. Now, understand that all emotions are just energy, right? And that when we begin to change our thoughts, we can change our energy and thus change our emotions. So not only am I theorizing you about this reality shifting process, I'm going to actually show you some natural, practical steps that you can take to get through the tough emotions. I encourage a meditation session where you formally sit down at night and you actually allow yourself to feel those emotions. And what I do, and what I have used for this process, is a visualization technique where I almost visualize the energy running through me, the energy bubbling up. I feel those darker, lower vibrational emotions, and I picture them almost as clouds or as negative energy kind of running through my body, like lightning or like rain clouds or like dark circles or anything that you can visualize. And you want to envision that, and you want to go back to the scenario that made you feel this way, and you want to feel that energy in your body. And this works very good when you wear alpha brainwave headphones. You listen to binaural beats. This taps into the subconscious mind very well. And so what you want to do is just visualize all of that energy. You want to feel it in its entirety, and then you want to release it. Sometimes through the head, the feet, doesn't really matter. But you want to picture that energy being released, right? And then what you want to do after that is embody those emotions that you intend to feel the way you prefer to feel. So what this does is it trains the subconscious mind. And when you do this days in a row, you begin to create synchronicity and healing in your life. So this is essentially the bread and butter of law of attraction and manifestation. We train our subconscious minds for how we want to feel. We become the cause, and the effect is the healing that happens in our lives. So what you want to do is set a time that you want to do this meditation every day, and you want to do it at the same time or near the same time every day. It doesn't need to be super strict or anything. And then you can just forget about it. And what that'll do over time is naturally, when you are going through your day, you're feeling some tough emotions, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that meditation, and naturally your subconscious kicks in and it starts running on the program that you programmed within it. And it allows the feelings to occur without stuffing them, and then it remembers the intention that you set, and it kind of naturally operates on that new program, which is incredible. This is how manifestation works. We become the cause rather than the effect. The effect is what we want to happen and the results in our lives. It's incredible how this works, right? And so you can also create your own affirmations. But the meditation and the energy work, the visualization, is going to be the big ticket item in this, to having a practical solution to getting through this tough time. And what led me to this was a breakup that I went through last year. It wasn't an actual breakup because we weren't technically together, but we kind of, we were, hanging out, this girl and I, and we separated. And this is when I kind of discovered this reality shifting technique. And so another just mainstream way that you can use, that I use regardless of if I'm going through a tough situation or not, is exercise. I like skateboarding, swimming, working out, lifting weights, stuff like that. But any exercise, any physiology-inducing activity that gets your body going is going to be very helpful to just keeping the energy moving and keeping things flowing. Because when we're sitting stagnant, a body in motion stays in motion, a body at rest stays at rest, and also is the same thing with our emotions, right? So if you're keeping that release going, you're steadily releasing those emotions as well. And so this is how to get out of tough emotions using the reality shifting technique, and not how to just get out, but how to get through them and create healing and synchronicity in your life. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning into this video. Like, comment, and subscribe if this video resonated with you. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.